got out of the rolls and hurried over to the old man's stall. The telephone set into the walnut panel beside her began to ring. Francine lifted it, pulling the spiral cord across her lap. "Yes?" "Good morning, Mum." Francine checked her wristwatch. The business day that was just beginning here in Hong Kong had already ended in Manhattan. "Good evening, Cecilia. Why are you still in the office? Is anything wrong?" "Something came up at closing time." "Yes?" There was a brief pause. "A visitor. A young lady from Borneo." "From Borneo?" "She said you last met a long time ago. In Sarawak." Francine's skin was suddenly cold. "Is she there now?" "No. She left when I told her you were out of the office." "But you talked to her?" "We talked for a short while." "What kind of young lady was this?" "A young Sarani lady," Cecilia said. She had used the Malay word for a Eurasian. Cecilia Tan had been with Francine for more than 15 years, since the early days in Singapore, and there was a bond of trust and understanding between them. "Can you describe her?" "Very pretty, a good figure. She wore a miniskirt and a jacket. Not expensive, but nice." "What color eyes?" Cecilia paused. "I don't remember. I'm sorry." Francine could hear the tension in Cecilia's voice. "She was only here a short while." "What did she call herself?" "She said her name was Sakura Ueda." "That is a Japanese name." "Yes. She said she had lived in Japan for a long time, but she said she once had another name." "What name?" Francine whispered. "She said she would tell you when she met you." "Did she leave a card? An address?" "No. She said she would call again when you were back in New York. I told her you would be here next Tuesday." Francine felt that she had been robbed of breath. There was an aching, hollow place in her chest. At the periphery of her vision, the traffic of Hong Kong rolled past her, silenced by the roll's insulation. But she was seeing another road, another time. "Ma'am, are you still there?" She had been silent for so long that Cecilia was worried. It was an effort to speak. "Yes, I'm here." Mechanically, she checked her watch. "I'll call you later tonight, when I get home." "Yes, ma'am." Her hands were shaking as she replaced the unit in its cradle. She felt numb. Could it be possible? Could such things happen? She had resigned away hope in a deliberate act some years ago. Before then, she had once had dreams something like this. The pain of awakening had been terrible as the joy of the dreams. She did not want to awaken now. Yet, she knew it was not a dream. She had come so far along the road of life and had lost so much on the way that she was no longer afraid of further loss. But she was afraid of the torturer. Hope. "Ma'am?" She looked up blankly. Ka Tai had opened the door of the rolls, wrinkles of distress extending from his forehead over his cropped scalp. "Are you all right, ma'am?" She raised her hands to her face and pressed her palms hard into her eyes. "Yes, I'm fine." He had an armful of papier-mâché miniatures. "I got these things." He passed the models back to her. He had bought what she'd asked for. Flimsy tokens of everything she would have given, everything she would have done. An airplane, a horse, toys, food, clothes, money, everything. She laid the things on the seat beside her. "Let's go now, quickly."